Welcome to Be the Boss, where we empower you to put on your big girl panties, tap into your inner goddess, and regain your power. Join me as I dive deep into mindset training, expansion, and business topics as I deliver them to you in bite-sized, fluff-free episodes every week. Welcome to Be the Boss. I am Tasha Kavako, and this is episode 5. Today, we're talking about confidence and tapping into a higher level of confidence. So I'm going to read off a couple definitions of confidence that I found in the dictionary. The first is, it is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, which is firm trust. Second is the feeling certain about the truth of something. And the third definition was a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. So when I read over these definitions, the 3 words that stuck out to me in the first definition was trust. The second word in the second definition was truth. And then the third was appreciation. So trust, truth, and appreciation. So to gain confidence, we need to trust. We need to trust ourselves, trust in the process, trust in our faith, and trust that we will get there if we're not there now. Truth. What is your truth? What is your story? Everyone has their own truth, and I feel that now more than ever, it's time to share our truths. And appreciation. Appreciating your own abilities and your qualities. Looking at the abilities and qualities that you really, really love about yourself. Because our list of things we love about ourselves should be so much longer than the list of we don't like about ourselves. But if we were really honest, most of the time our list of what we don't like is so much longer. I read this meme or picture on, I don't even know, maybe it was social media, Instagram, somewhere I read this, and it was a little backstory with the picture and the meme, but it was basically a teacher did 9 problems. She intentionally did one of the problems wrong. She answered one of the problems wrong out of 10. She got 9 right, but out of 10, she answered one wrong on purpose, and the class laughed. And she took that moment to say, this is how sometimes the world is going to treat you on your one mistake. I got 9 out of 10 right, but I did one thing wrong, and that's where we focused. That is where we laughed at the one thing. So I started thinking about this, and that we do this to each other. We do this to ourselves. How is that boosting confidence? How is that applying and affirming qualities and abilities? It's not. And that is where we need to shift our focus, is on the 9 things we did right and not the one we did wrong. With confidence, I think what goes hand in hand with that is grace. Grace on the things that we aren't so confident about and that maybe we don't do as well as we'd like to. Give yourself grace. In the areas that you need to give yourself the most grace, put time and effort in those areas so that you can build the confidence in that area. Research, find out new ways and tools and things to boost your confidence in it, whether that be parenting, talking, public speaking, your test taking abilities. Once you sit down in front of a test, you wig out and you're so unconfident, but you know all the answers. I mean, I know so many people that they are amazing when it comes to just off the cuff and answering the questions and knowing the material, and then the test gets in front of them and then it's like their confidence goes straight out the window. These areas, we need to give grace and then start making some changes and learning action steps and moving forward with it. You are worthy. We need to just remember that every single day. You are worthy. You are allowed to give yourself grace. Every day, give yourself grace in the areas that you judge yourself, because we are so much more judgmental, if that's a word. We are so much more judgmental, I should say, than observers of our life to do better. We judge ourselves so quickly, and we need to give grace, and we need to realize that we're worthy. Again, I'm repeating grace and worthy because you are worthy. You're worthy of all of it. You're worthy to have the most confidence you could ever imagine. And by giving yourself grace, you allow the room to gain the confidence. We need to really start realizing that it's in us. We have the power and ability. Everything you dream of, everything you want, you have the power in you to make it happen. You can do it. Practice. This first time that I got on this podcast, I sounded like such a robot. I said words wrong and I erased it. I overanalyzed it so much that I didn't even get one episode up in weeks because I just kept judging myself. And every time I judged myself and erased, my confidence just plummeted. And by the end of it, I didn't trust myself. By the end of those couple weeks, I felt that there was no truth to be shared. Nobody would listen to this. I sound crazy. I sound like a robot, and I didn't appreciate any qualities or abilities I had on my own. I literally spiraled myself into a person who felt so gung-ho about doing something into someone who felt so unconfident and then so judgmental that I almost just tossed it out the window, which I did last year, 2020. This was supposed to come out last year. And then I thought, how could I be talking about these things if I'm not even going to apply them to my own life? If I'm not even going to take the things that I'm saying? So yeah, I may say words that aren't even a word, like judgmental or whatever word I said. And that's okay. We just got to keep going. Because if you guys can give me grace and listen to words that don't make sense, and maybe I say and for too many times, I appreciate you that you're still here. And know that people will appreciate you, and you can appreciate yourself where you're at. You are where you're supposed to be. Trust that. Trust yourself. Tap into the higher self-confidence by starting where you judge yourself the most. Make lists. I love lists. I always say to make lists of everything. Start a list of the areas that you're so confident at. Write those down. And then write the areas that you don't feel confident, that you judge yourself, the area that you judge yourself so much, and you don't give yourself hardly any wiggle room and grace. Write those down and then start there and take the list of things that you just feel that you have lack and that you've brainwashed yourself into thinking that you're not good at and that you can't do, and look at your list of all the things you're good at and apply those to that area. Start today. Do something that you feel you're not that great at and apply something you are great at to it. And keep going. Keep doing it every day. Have patience. Have grace with yourself. Keep doing action step after action step, stepping forward and getting into that confidence. Because the more areas that we feel confident in, the more overall confidence we have. Learning new things and practicing. Gaining that firm trust in yourself, the trust in your faith, you know where you're supposed to be, that you're guided in the right direction. If you're always seeking the right direction, you will find the right direction. Knowing your truth, knowing your worth, and appreciating your abilities and qualities you already have. And then appreciating the qualities and abilities that you're going to gain over the process. And acknowledging them. Celebrating them. Those small gifts that we've talked about before. Celebrating those small gifts. And those can be gifts from you. That you've given to yourself. You got this. You can do this. Be confident. Give yourself grace. Stand tall. And as always, know You are worthy of it all. Thank you for listening to Be the Boss. Don't forget to subscribe. I wouldn't be in this place in life if I didn't take the leap and start my business with the magic. If you're interested in taking that leap or want to tap into an amazing community of like-minded entrepreneurs that decided to be their own boss, I will sponsor you for a month free for you to tap in and see what it's all about and have a lifelong business at your fingertips. That's it for now. Love and light, Tasha.